Rain coming in, a lot of water energy, divine feminine. I'm hanging out here on the balcony with Walela here. Walela is Cherokee for hummingbird. We have a little hummingbird feeder here above the camera. She's been visiting me as I prepare for this special transmission for all of you today for this very sacred 1010 portal. We have a powerful week this week coming in. As I was in meditation earlier today, preparing for this special video, as I was allowing the Tao to move through me, the Holy Spirit. A lot of energy was coming in, a lot of intense, fiery energy, preparing us for tomorrow's 1010 portal. I'm recording this video on 10/9. Yesterday was a very special day on the 10/8 portal. It was a 3-year anniversary, October 8th, when the eagle and the condor first touched wings, when we met in person in the sacred portal that we're anchoring in the Heros Gamos codes here now. We have many of the winged nation coming to us, the moth nation, the bird nation, sharing in this special energy of today. So I know you're feeling this intense energy. We have a lot going on in the world, in the external world and in our internal. The external mirrors the internal and the internal mirrors the external. So what we have the control over is the internal. External world, things we can control is making some tea. I have some special herbal tea here for all. We can do things like go to the store. We can transmit our love, our energy to our people. But our control, how we change the world, is change our internal world, how we feel about ourselves. In this time of great change, it is not time to hate the world, to torture the world, to send negative energy, negative thoughts, negative feelings. Krishnamurti would teach the world is on fire and we are the world. Why is the world on fire? Because internally the collective is burning up with negative emotions such as fear, anger, the hungry ghost, addictions. All these things contribute to the fires of the world. We're here to bring in the divine feminine energies, the water, the yin energy to cool this world down a little bit, to bring into balance the yin with the yang with the yin. This is why a very special portal tomorrow on the 10/10. So yesterday, the 10/8 is our 3-year anniversary when I came in contact, when I touched wings with my sacred condor. So it was a very special day for us and our family and our people of the new earth. Today on this 10/9 portal, we're preparing for tomorrow's most powerful 10/10. You see, the 10 is the X in Roman numeral. So you're seeing this X energy all over this realm. You know, the X marks the spot, the 10. This 10 is very significant. In Taoism, you know, the 10, the 1 and the 0, the yang and the yin. So we have the double yang yin energy, fire, water, 1, 0. This is on, off, on, off. It's a switch. It's the quanta, the quantum field, switching between emptiness into form, form into emptiness. It's the flash of energy, you know, flashing in and out of existence so rapidly, so quickly. The pulse, this is the one law of the universe, pulsing in and out of reality to where things seem solid, things seem like they're moving in motion, but it is a simulation of stillness, mirroring itself in the simulated motion. It's very simple, but yet complex at the same time, for we live in a paradox. So this portal tomorrow, 10/10, it's very special for my family too. My brother, John, 2 of his children. He has 4 children, a stepson, 2 of his sons, and a daughter. And 2 of his children, my niece and nephew, Charlize and Noah. They were born 2 years apart, but on the 10/10 portal. Noah, my brother's son, my nephew, I believe he'll be 13 tomorrow on 10/10, and my niece, his daughter, I believe would be is going to be 15. So it's special for us. I know there's several of you out there that are part of our tribe that your birthday is also on the 10-10. My neighbor here told me the other day, his birthday 10-10. We're just talking about it. His daughter's birthday the other day, our son's birthday a few weeks ago. And he was telling me his birthday 10-10, you know, and I know some of you out there. So if it's your birthday today when you're watching this, happy solar return. Hope your day is most beautiful and blessed. We all celebrate this powerful portal. It's very synchronistic of this great awakening we're going through as we're awakening from the simulation we call Maya in Buddhism and Hinduism. It's ancient Sanskrit, you know, many in the New Age community and these new terminologies. I call it the matrix, obviously. Ma, anything ma, mama, you know, mother. It's of the water. So the ancient translation, Maya, matrik, the trika, you know, it's no coincidence. Remember that cereal Trix, you know, silly rabbit. Why was it a white rabbit? You know, silly rabbit. Tricks are, I think the commercial was tricks are for children, you know. Why is heaven for children? Heaven, it's the innocence. You know, trika is divine, divinity, divine, holy, sacred. It comes from ancient language, Latin, some other languages. You see the matrika, the divine water, what we say holy water, and you know, the Christian religion, the sacred waters, the divine waters in our Kunlun lineage of our Taoism. You know, so all traditions, see ma, anything ma, mama, mother, the feminine, pa or ba, ancient Arabic, which, you know, in the Italian we say papa, the Roman language is the Romance, papa, but before that, ba. So, you know, like Babylon, we say Babylon, but Baba in Arabic is father. You know, it's fire, you know, like pa, you know, papa is father. This is the evolution of language. If you study linguistics, you'll know this, or etymology, which is the study of languages, of words, more of the words, the evolution, how words have evolved over time. You know, Terence McKenna would say all cultures are a fossilization of language, of words. That's why the shamans, the medicine people, medicine women and medicine men came up with new terminology, just like the shamans and the Zen masters came up with new words, new language, and this evolves over time because then consciousness evolves. You know, consciousness is always expanding. So this week is very powerful. We have tomorrow's 10-10. We're going to get this video out, edited, uploaded, so that you can all watch this during the sacred portal of the 10-10. This Friday is another very powerful day, Friday the 13th of October. 13 is very sacred to our people. You know, the 13 days of each wave spell, the dream spell on the Mayan calendar. The 13 is the divine goddess code, the divine mother. That's why it was twisted and turned into something negative by the false ones, by the psychopaths that try to control consciousness in a negative way. And then the day after this Friday, on Saturday the 14th, we have the new moon and this most powerful annular solar eclipse. We're going to see the ring of fire. And it's been many, many moons, many years that in the U.S., and U.S. is going through the Pluto return. We know this Plutonian energy connected to this ring of fire. We're seeing many activations around the ring of fire on Pachamama, mirrored in the heaven for this powerful ring of fire, which we'll see the solar fire, the solar ring, which will be transmitting more of this yang energy and the yin of the new moon. When these come together, it's going to be a powerful activation. Many are going to feel this, you know, in their solar plexus, you know, the ring of fire within. We say burning from the fire within. This is shamanic. So I'm going to talk a moment here. I have to keep this around a half hour here so that I can get this out to you by tomorrow. It takes several hours to edit, upload, render, all these things. So I'm going to try and, there's many things I want to talk to you about, million things I'd like to tell you, many stories, many things that happened over the years and teachings, but we're going to keep this about 30 minutes. So I'll try to keep track here. I have a little app here. I started this recording at 2:22. Let's see here. Internet, through social media, on over there. This is an internal battle that's being mirrored external. So we have the East, the Middle East, and the West. You know, I train with the masters of the East to bring the teachings to the West through the middle path of Buddha. Buddha in Sanskrit, the awakened one. This is our true nature. You see, Zen Master Bankei would say that all beings are born perfectly awakened Buddhas, and this goes before time and space. The birth of consciousness is the awakening from the unknowable, from the unconscious, from the void into form. So our true nature, our intrinsic nature, before time and space, before our story, before we manifest into form, is awakened state of consciousness. This is symbolic of the Eden. This is paradise or pure awareness in the unconscious state that transformed into the consciousness. So this battle going on in Israel. Now, Israel was formed after World War II. You know, I could tell you all the history of Israel, but I don't have time. You can do the research yourself. Zionism, you know, Herzl was created this concept of the new Zion in Israel, and they picked, of course, Jerusalem. You know, Jerusalem means the land of peace, just like Palestine. We have many angels in Israel, and our love, our prayers, our blessings go to all our people in the Middle East and all over this realm that are suffering due to this great shift we're in. And we are in this time of revelation where all things are being revealed. And we have many angels. As I've told all of you, I've never bought into this separation programming. We are one race, the human race, and all nations are one nations of the world. It is one world. So we have many people, many of our good people suffering on both sides. I've had many friends from Israel and from Palestinian. My neighbor for many years was Palestinian, a good friend of mine, Zayed, we call him Zach. We've talked many hours about the history of Israel, how the Balfour Agreement, how King Hussein, not Saddam Hussein, but the King of Palestine, sold through the Balfour Agreement this land of Israel, because Jerusalem, it's changed hand many times. Many wars have been fought over it. This is the hub of the three major religions of the West. You know, the Middle East that just expanded to the West and has obviously traveled all over the world. And the three religions of the Israel, Isis, Ra, and El. Isis, the moon. This is paganistic religions. You have the West and the Middle East and the North, and you know, from Mongolia, you know, even the Mongolians, this Jerusalem, this holy land, this is the hub. It is a negative portal, not as something bad or false, but the vortex here, the portal spirals in like antimatter, counterclockwise. We have portals just like the 216, where I lived most of my life, you know, 44 years or whatever. in the 216 area code, Lakewood, Ohio. If you have the chance to visit Lakewood, go see the solstice steps in Lakewood Park, the city. Enjoy your tea today. Make yourself a spot of tea. Sorry, this bench is very squeaky. Yeah, sounds like a loud mouse. The 216, the 6 times 6 times 6. They built the solstice stairs. If you go to Lakewood Park, it's a very strange hub, a very strange portal. Right on Lake Erie, they built these stairs they call the solstice stairs, which faces over the lake, the setting sun, it faces the west. And many people gather there most nights to sit and watch the sunset. It's very funny to watch. You'll see all nations gather here, many different breeds of dogs. You'll hear many languages from all over the world. It's like a melting pot. Ooh, did you hear that little sacred transmission? Oh, I love you. I love you too, angel. Just take a moment to pause. The Great Spirit is coming through our winged nation. I believe that's a scrub jay. Beautiful blue jay, the blue energy of our avian nation coming through, feel into the bliss. Your heart center, the Kunlun energy of the Tao. For I am the way. The Tao is the way of the East. Walela's coming. She's spiraling around. See where we're at here, brothers and sisters of the light. Growth or get into our consciousness, to bring our energies down, to feed on our loosh, many different things. The archons are trying to get in our consciousness. They've been attacking many of our people, sending you false signals and causing many of our people to bail on us in these final days. But you are here, you're a powerful being. Do not give up. We're at the final stages of our liberation. This is planetary liberation. You hear the choir around me. Maybe, I don't know if this mic will pick up this beautiful song. Many are gathering around. Our angels are gathering around. We have angels in every nation. We have angels in Israel. We have angels in Palestine, in Gaza Strip, in Egypt, in the Middle East. Although the dark is trying to infiltrate all of this, what we're seeing is the ultimate distraction. And it's very sad that many of our people are suffering because of this. But it is for a higher purpose. Everything we're witnessing is part of the shift, is part of this grand shift of the ages. And we're getting these powerful energies from the sun, these solar flashes, these pulses of light through these solar flares, and from the great central sun, activating our kundalini energies, activating our chakras. Our 3 dantians are being lit up as we come together into 0 point. You see the masters over the years that I trained with, the Zen masters, transmitted to me so I can transmit to all of you in these final days the Buddha mind, Buddha consciousness, which is pure awareness. For all things are perfectly resolved in the unborn mind of Buddha. The unborn is your eternal self that was always existed through all eternity, through infinite past into infinite future. And if that's the best I can do to transmit to you the truth, the gnosis. I'm a person of knowledge. I spent many years reading thousands of books and training in the Buddhist temple, the Buddhist monastery. I trained in the desert, the mountains, and Qigong, Neigong, and finally in Shengong. I had to train for 20 years or more in Qigong. I was initiated to the Neigong, the Middle Dantian, and then the Shengong. Many of these things I teach on our Patreon and our YouTube memberships for I'm not allowed to teach many of these things publicly. And I have to be careful what I teach and even what I speak of on this channel. I'm watched by both sides, the light and the dark, so I have to be careful not to betray our ancestors and the masters and the teachers I trained with and the sifus and senseis, right? Took certain vows to follow a certain path, we can say, and I can't reveal certain things so that the dark do not know what we are up to behind the scenes, our Dragon Nation. See, I trained with many years with the Gold Dragon Nation, and we had, while Layla just transmitted her pure bliss, nectar energies, the sacred mana. So the Gold Dragons, the representatives even contacted me the other day. There were a couple of videos that I had to take off of Patreon that they believed that humanity was not ready for. I've trained in arts that I'm forbidden to even teach to others. I cannot teach the Shen Gong. Most humans never even heard of Shen Gong. Shen Gong, Shen is spirit work. We have the Nei Gong, the non-physical, the energy Qi is the physical. Qigong is energy, the physical energy that helps us to manifest this form that our body is made up. The Qi flows through the meridians, you see. Qi is Chinese, either QI or CHI. I trained with the Gold Dragon Master. It's his returnable rainbow body. You see, rainbow body is bringing awareness, bringing your consciousness into that 0 point. It's bringing your Qi down to 0%. In 2019, I was activating rainbow body. I was down to about 3%. Then a team of light workers literally knocked on my back door and said, "It is not time for you to leave." See, at that time, I did not know that my queen had manifested into this timeline. So I was preparing myself. My mission was over. I did everything that I signed up for. My contracts had ended, my soul contract. So I was preparing myself to return to my queen in 12D. But the Great Spirit had other plans for me to live out this prophecy of the eagle and the condor. You see, for my queen and I, my sacred condor, we're anchoring in and holding the Heros Gamos codes for all of you. You see, we have 72,000 divine feminine and 72,000 divine feminine coming together. Obviously, this symbolizes many things, and we all have our own interpretation of the 144. So we're all holding a key, a code to this great awakening, and 144,000 is symbolic of the 100th monkey or critical mass, and that is what it would take for our 144,000 to live in our heart, to affect the collective, to raise this, to activate the quantum leap of consciousness that was prophesied by many of our ancient cultures and people. Our Mayan people, our Hindu people, our Buddhist people, our Christian. We have angels, The problem in this realm, we had psychopaths that infiltrated all of these religions, but it's not the fault of the religion. And that's one teaching I've tried to all of you. We have many angels. Catholics, the Freemasons, this, the that, The problem is the psychopaths and the sociopaths. But the good news, most of us are good at heart. The sociopaths may be 10% of the population. Psychopaths may be 5%. These are all, estimates. But we know that it's a big problem, and we're here to resolve it by living from our heart and transforming the world from the inside out. And we are inside the matrix, the Maya, as ground crew, as inner warriors of light. We came into this realm you're on this channel watching this type of transmission. I do a daily transmission to help our people. My main mission is, students I've had over the years. I've taught many years in dojos, meditation halls, and teach on Patreon, YouTube memberships. So it's more of a community. It's more of a connection than just putting out videos to the public. So I do the best I can to help awaken, do my part in this great awakening to help our people awaken from the matrix, from the simulation, and we do this through meditation. You see, meditation is the way in, then the way in is the way out. You see, the masters I trained with, the Zen masters, they encoded within me many different things. We have beautiful winged nations spiraling out here. Little angels floating around the skies, the heavens above. See, they transmitted to me one of the masters, Kango Roshi. Kango in Japanese means diamond. Diamond mind symbolizes the mind of enlightenment. And he would transmit to us that the enlightened mind, you see, enlightenment is awakening to your true nature, your Buddha nature, awakening to the truth. To point to the truth. Center we call mu, not a thing. You see, the Zen masters had to invent a word called mu. It's translated into English as, and it's both and beyond all. So Tanka in the Native American, the great mystery of life. All your love and blessing